The spotlight often favors kings, emperors, and male leaders who shape the course of nations. Yet, behind the scenes, beyond the gilded halls and battlefields, existed women whose power reverberated through the ages. These were the queens who ruled in the shadows, wielding influence far beyond the limitations of their prescribed roles. Our journey begins with one of history's most astute political minds, Queen Elizabeth Woodville of England, who lived during the tumultuous Wars of the Roses. A commoner who captured the heart of King Edward IV, Elizabeth became queen consort and mother to powerful heirs. Her strategic marriages for her children aligned familial interests and helped stabilize her dynasty in a period rife with political machinations. But it was her deft maneuverings in securing alliances and her resilience during political upheavals that made her a formidable player. Her behind-the-scenes negotiations were crucial in maintaining the Yorkist grip on power, demonstrating her astute sense of governance and diplomacy. Next, we turn to China, where Wu Zetian, the only female emperor in Chinese history, wielded her power with an iron will. Initially a concubine, she rose through the ranks with unmatched political acumen, eventually declaring herself the ruler of the Tang Dynasty. During her reign, Wu Zetian promoted meritocracy, supported the arts, and expanded the empire's boundaries. Her rule, though often characterized by its ruthlessness, brought about significant political and cultural transformations. Despite facing fierce opposition, she remains a symbol of female authority in a deeply patriarchal society. Shifting our gaze to Africa, we uncover the story of Queen Amina of Zazzau in what is now Nigeria. Her reign in the 16th century marked a period of unprecedented military expansion. Amina was known not only for her prowess in battle, but also for her ability to consolidate territory and influence trade routes. Her fortress-building initiatives throughout her conquests left a legacy of both strategic and economic strength. Her leadership style showcased the effectiveness of female rulership in command and strategy, leaving a lasting impact on the region's political landscape. Lastly, we acknowledge the intellect and influence of Catherine the Great of Russia. Ascending to power in a palace coup, Catherine transformed Russia into a formidable European power. Her reign is synonymous with the Russian Enlightenment, as she corresponded with the leading philosophers of her time and initiated substantial domestic reforms. While her public life was a spectacle of power, her political success was often orchestrated behind closed doors. She deftly balanced international diplomacy with internal governance, proving her mettle as an astute ruler who steered Russia through an era of enlightenment and expansion. These women, separated by continents and centuries, share a common thread. They ruled not just from the thrones or battlefields, but from within the intricate webs of political strategy and influence. Their legacies remind us that leadership transcends gender, and sometimes the most profound impacts are made away from the direct gaze of history. As we reflect on their contributions, we recognize the untold power of queens who ruled in the shadows, innovators, warriors, and diplomats, who shaped their worlds with remarkable foresight and resilience.